Our state's grasslands are an important part of our ecosystem. They help our wildlife thrive and our livestock prosper. But how can we protect them? Joining me now is Daryl Oswald, a Burleigh County Soil Conservation District Manager. Thank you so much for being here, Daryl.
Well, thanks for having me this morning or this afternoon, Taylor.
Yes.
The Burleigh District has kind of moved forward with this importance of taking the lead in identifying the importance of grasslands and what it does. And if you look at the numbers, the state's native grasslands, we're down to about 25% statewide, which is the native grasslands. And so those are some things that need to be considered when we take on this subject, because we need to preserve those. And then also, I think we need to be looking at preservation and restoration. Mm-hmm. And so those are vital things. They serve a huge purpose in the whole ecosystem function. Yeah,
so I mean, you said we're down to about 25%. What's the best way that we can protect our grasslands then?
Well, I think the big thing, Taylor, is having the awareness that this is happening. And, mm-hmm. and so information and education has always been a key component, for Burleigh County Soil District. And so we want to get that information out there, and so people can be aware that, they are limited. We want to be cognizant of what's going on out there. And again, it's all about awareness.
Yeah, so I mean, what's so unique about our grasslands? Why is it important to protect them?
Well, from an ecological function standpoint, I mean, when you talk native grasslands, obviously you're talking about a huge boon of diversity. And so if you look in our current ag production model, we tend to lean more towards monocultures and single species, and then of course our native landscapes were well over 100 species. Grasslands also build soils. Our soils across the state of North Dakota were built with grasslands.
Okay, interesting. So what happens when we do have a lack of grassland, and what is grassland conversion?
Conversion involves generally moving it into the cropland scenario, where we're producing a monoculture crop. And again, we're fully aware of the understanding and the importance of annual cropping as well. But again, I think the awareness needs to be there that at some point we're going to have a tipping point and we won't be able to get back, especially the native grasslands and things like that. So, building soils with the grasslands, again, a perennial root does wonderful things for the soil. And so I think that down the road we can even use perennials in our annual cropping systems. Just suffice it to say that there's a lot of things that we can do in production agriculture to help mitigate the CO2, and the grasslands, and whether it's preserving them or restoring them, can play a huge role in that.
Okay. And just real quick here, you did say you have something coming up for the soil conservation. You just want to tap real quick on that?
We do. Absolutely. Thank you for that. Yeah. March 1st, the Burleigh County Soil Conservation District is hosting the Grazing Summit at Bismarck State College in the Bavendick Room at the National Energy Center of Excellence. That's March 1st. We've got some really high-powered speakers coming in, and so we're really looking forward to that event. Yeah. And it'll help shed some light on the importance of grasslands.
Yes, for sure. Well, thank you so much for meeting with me today, Daryl.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
All right.